Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so more on China. As their economy begins to erode and they're laying off all those workers, things are starting to get settled abroad as well. Wall Street is frustrated. The Chinese bankers are heading back home. This means less foreign workers, means more native jobs, and less outsourcing, which means we are going to start seeing more jobs come home where they are paying you more money, where your family can actually afford to live again without all this weird ass foreign competition where they'll do it for a penny if you want a dime or a nickel or at least a quarter. I always kind of try to set a precedent. Look, if I'm coming here to work, you know, I should at least get X or Y. Not a whole lot, but Anyways, so this is actually quite good, folks. I'm actually very happy to bring you this story. This is unfortunately out of Bloomberg Business. U.S. sector contracts, but China expanding opportunities. But anyways, yeah. Okay, those two little hashtags don't mean anything. All right, so this is basically going to be a quick little story, and then it'll kind of show you how everything's going in. For Shui Zhou, person's name, it was partly a sense of obligation toward after work drinks and talk of ice hockey. William Su felt his career was stuck after 4 years in the same role. Huge Gao wanted to be near his parents as they age. All three among many Chinese who came to the U.S. to study business, find work, and make salaries beyond reach at home, and now headed in the opposite direction. As U.S. firms have cut bonuses and positions, and China's sector explodes in sophistication and pay. Not really right now, they're downsizing, so I don't know where Bloomberg is getting this, folks. Some are migrating back. I would guess a good portion are. And while this may seem like an odd moment, given the mounting financial jitters back home, the two forces are driving the move. The fact that many feel they're hitting a bamboo ceiling in the U.S., and the belief that Chinese growth, while slowing, is shifting to areas that will benefit bankers. China has huge demand for good brains and labor-intensive economy, said Seo Huing, professor of finance at Cheung Kong Graduate School of Business. A lot of people see better career paths in China than the U.S., where they probably could just make a mediocre living. So there's a bunch of he said, she said stuff, folks, but this goes all the way back to the 2008 Wall Street crisis. A lot of different things involving this, including venture capitalists poured a record $37 billion into China's economy last year. Smartphone manufacturer Xiaomi Corp started a good startup with LE.com officially in Shanghai from International Finance Assist Asset Exchange Co. So there's actually a lot of information here that unfortunately wasn't really sifted out for reading it blindly as need be. But basically the idea, folks, and I'll show you a lot of figures here. So anyways, idea. The comeback. There. Alright, so this means that as China's economy basically is lessening in the industrial world and in the trades, more and more of their professionals are going to go home to create a better economy for China. Unfortunately, what it means is they took what they could here and now they're going home to compete with us, which is going to be worse. But In the end, folks, this means more native jobs and less outsourcing by our quote-unquote government. Even though we know they won't do shit until ordered by the UN and all those people who are basically trying to get all the natives round up once more. What was the first number? 100,000 Native Americans were killed. Like something like 230,000 Native Americans were killed in like the 16 through 1850s. Actually, I'm actually so foreigner. I'm happy that don't take my native job. Don't take my native education.